Lesson 2, Conversation 2. 학교 식당 음식이 맛있어요. There are 4 key sentences in this dialogue, and today the dialogue is occurring at a school cafeteria. The first key expression is, what are you doing? In Korean, 뭐 해요? 뭐 해요? The second one, I'm eating breakfast. 아침 먹어요. 아침 먹어요. How's the food at the school cafeteria? 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? It's good and very cheap. 좋아요. 그리고 아주 싸요. 좋아요. 그리고 아주 싸요. Okay, then let's learn these expressions in a dialogue. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. Well, in Korean, there are many different styles in sentence ending depending on the context. Intimate style and polite styles are the most common things, the most common styles in Korean language. So in this textbook, every conversation is done in a polite style because the main characters in this textbook are friends in college. So they want to be polite and then keep a little bit of psychological distance among each other, or they haven't got close enough to each other. For whatever reasons, in this textbook, they put the polite style. But sometimes in Korean, we use intimate style among the adults, and even in a workplace setting, it really depends on the psychological dynamics among the speakers and listeners. But later on, I will tell you more about that. But to be safe, you'd better to use polite style whenever you are having a conversation to Korean speakers. So let's go back to the original dialogue. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. And then, oh, Steve. Oh, Steve 씨. Oh, Steve 씨. So she means Mr. in English, Mr. Steve, that kind of thing. But in Korean, we put the given name and then she, referring that you try to be polite to the person. So we do not just call the other person's given name without this title in a formal setting. So, oh, Steve 씨. And then, what are you doing? Once again, when you're putting English sentence into Korean, you have to put the sentence order into the original version. Like when you're asking a question in English, you usually put this WH word at the very beginning of the sentence, right? But in Korean, we don't have any sentence order change. So you have to put this WH word in the original place here. Then let's put this into Korean. Once again, you can start with this one, subject, and then go back to the end of sentence and then put it in this way. And usually we delete this you, and then we delete I as well. So without saying this subject, we just go back to the end of sentence and then 뭐 해요, 뭐 해요. So here, what, 무엇 in a formal term is 무엇, but we usually make it as a contracted form, which is 뭐, 뭐. So 뭐 해요, 해요 is 하다, to do, that is a basic form, and then sentence ending 아요, to be polite. So we use this polite sentence ending 아요. I will explain more about this polite sentence ending at the end of this video. So with this basic form of 하다, which is to do, plus sentence ending polite form ayo. This will conjugate it into 해요. So 뭐 해요? Then I'm eating breakfast. 아침 먹어요. Once again, we delete this I, subject I, because it's really obvious from the context. So we delete the subject and then go back to the end of sentence and then put it like this. 아침 먹어요. So 먹어요, 먹다, to eat. This is a dictionary form. And then 어요, sentence ending, polite form, conjugated into 먹어요, 먹어요. And then breakfast, 아침, then lunch, 점심, supper, 저녁. 아침, 점심, 저녁. So I'm eating breakfast. 아침 먹어요. And let me explain a little bit about 어요, 아요 sentence ending. The basic rule is that whenever you have this place, in this place you have, if you have a or o, which is yang vowel, then we put 아요, another yang vowel, 아요 sentence ending. And the others, for example, if you find neutral vowel or in vowel in this place, then you will use 어요 sentence ending. But I will explain more later on, okay? And then, how's the school cafeteria food? Once again, you put this double H word into the original place here. So the school cafeteria food is how. Then let's put this into Korean. The subject is all the way through. This is subject, right? So you can put in here and then go back to the end of sentence. So 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? And 어때요, 어떻다, to be how in Korean, and then sentence ending 어요. So it will become 어때요, 어때요? 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? It's good and very cheap. 좋아요, 그리고 아주 싸요. We can delete this subject part because from the context, we can easily tell what this sentence is about. Okay, so we just delete that part and then go back to the end of sentence. 좋아요, 그리고 아주 싸요. Okay, and then 좋아요, to be good. 좋다, basic form plus 아요. 오, this is O, yang vowel, so yang 아요. So it will become 좋아요. 싸다, to be cheap. Here, yang vowel, and then 아요, 싸요. And there are double right? So we just delete one. So it became 싸요. And then we have conjunction, 그리고, and. Whenever we have one sentence and another sentence, we put 그리고. So whenever we have two sentences, and then we can use 그리고 in the middle. And when we have two nouns, then we use 하고. For example, Steve 하고 리사가 한국 사람하고 미국 사람, like this. So in English, and, these two is really the same, right? And the next one is a coffee okay too. Just move this verb into the original place. The coffee is okay too. And then let's put this into Korean. 커피가, and then to also, right? Then we say 커피도 괜찮아요, like this. Okay, 커피도 괜찮아요. 괜찮다 means to be okay. So here, yang vowel and yang vowel. So 괜찮아요, 괜찮아요. 커피도 괜찮아요. Yes, it's delicious. 네, 맛있어요. We can delete the subject. 네, 맛있어요. 맛 있다, 맛이 있다. And then this one, neutral, right? And we use 어요 sentence ending. 맛있어요, 맛있어요. Now let's focus on some grammar part. Okay, so polite sentence ending oyo or ayo. Before starting this, let me explain the predicates of Korean. And here, the book is on the table. 책이 테이블 위에 있어요. To be a verb, right? And then Lisa is eating breakfast. 리사가 아침 먹어요. Verb, eat, 먹어요. And then the coffee is okay. 커피가 괜찮아요. Well, the big difference between Korean and English is that in English, for example, in this sentence, if we do not use this is be verb, then the sentence is not grammatically correct, right? But in Korean, this 괜찮아요, one adjective, right? But the adjective can function as be verb plus adjective. So in Korean, 괜찮아요 is okay, not just okay. Put verb, like be verb or just general verbs, or adjective can be placed in the sentence ending part, which can be predicates. However, in English, you can use only verbs, right? In that predicate section. But once again, in Korean, this adjective can also placed in the predicate place, and which is really okay grammatically. Then let's practice this oyo and then ayo. Generally speaking, whenever we have this yang vowel, o and then a, yang vowel, then we use another yang vowel, ayo, and the other in vowel and then neutral vowel. These two, whenever we have these two kinds of vowels, then we use oyo, not ayo, okay? And then there are, of course, some irregular forms. Then let me give you some examples here. To be good, 좋다, here, o, yang vowel, right? And then ayo, 좋아요. And then 앉다, to sit, here, yang vowel, 앉아요. 많다, to be many, yang vowel, 아요, 많아요. To be cheap, 싸다, 아요, 싸아요. But there are double R, right? So we just delete one R. So it will become 싸요. We'll move on here. To eat, 먹다, here, in vowel, so 어요, 먹어요. 넓다, to be spacious, here, in vowel, 어요, 넓어요. And here, 길다, to be long, 이, neutral, right? So we use 어요 sentence ending, 길어요. And then to be big, 크다, this is neutral, we use 어요, so 크어요, not really, we just use 커요. The reason behind this is sound is like a schwa in English. So unstressed one, and really the vowel doesn't have really clear sound. So we just delete that one and then combine this two syllable and then make a delete this and then this two 커요, 커요. 크다 plus 어요 will become 커요, not 커요. And then this irregular forms a little bit challenging to the learners, right? Then let's have more practice here. 하다, to do, 아요, 하아요. Not really, it is 해요, 해요. And 어떻다, to be how, and then this is in vowel, right? So we put 어요, so 어떠요. We predict 어떻다 plus 어요 as 어떠어요, right? But it's not correct. So we say 어때요, 어때요. And then 이다 plus 어요, 이어요. Not really, 이에요. 아니다 plus 어요, 아니어요. It's not correct. We say 아니에요. So for these irregular forms, the best way to practice it is just keep reading it, okay? So 해요, 해요, 어때요, 어때요, 이에요, 이에요, 아니에요, 아니에요. Let me read it one more time. 해요, 어때요, 이에요, 아니에요. Okay. And finally, let's practice the dialogue sentence by sentence, and then you will go ahead put this English into Korean, okay? Hi, Lisa. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve 씨. What are you doing? 뭐 해요? I'm eating breakfast. 아침 먹어요. How's the food at the school cafeteria? 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? It's good and very cheap. 좋아요. 그리고 아주 싸요. Is the coffee okay too? 커피도 괜찮아요? Yes, it's delicious. 네, 맛있어요. Okay, great job. Then let me read this dialogue one more time for you. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. 안녕하세요, 리사 씨. 스티브 씨. 스티브 씨. 뭐 해요? 뭐 해요? 아침 먹어요. 아침 먹어요. 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? 학교 식당 음식이 어때요? 좋아요. 그리고 아주 싸요. 좋아요. 그리고 아주 싸요. 커피도 괜찮아요? 커피도 괜찮아요? 네, 맛있어요. 네, 맛있어요. Okay, that's it all for today. I will come back with another episode. 감사합니다. Bye bye.